Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. I hope you're doing well. The weekend's here, which is always good. Just a quick one, really, regarding the proposed. Well, it's not proposed. I think it's been signed now. It's the Anthony Joshua Francis Ngannou fight. Looks like it's going to take place on March the 8th. But on the undercard, they're talking about putting Wilder and Zhang possibly against each other, and that's a really intriguing fight. I mean, they do say you're only as good as your last fight. That's the cliche, isn't it? In which case, Deontay Wilder is awful. But Wilder perhaps is eyeing a quick turnaround because he wants to redeem himself. He kind of recognises that he definitely blew the bag, as they say. Who misses? I used that joke before, but anyway, it's a good one. And he wants to sort of get back on the horse, if you want to mix your metaphors, and, get himself back into the position he was in, where he's considered to be one of the most feared heavyweights in the world. What better way to do it than knocking out Zhilei Zhang? Because I can't see him outpointing him. But with Wilder's right hand, which he didn't even use against Parker, you can argue that Parker didn't allow him to. With Wilder, he was always that one-trick pony, and it was a hell of a trick, as Paulie Malignaggi always says. But he did have the skill to sort of set it up. He used to sort of the quick-fire jab to blind the opponent, then bang, the right hand comes over. He didn't even hint at doing that against Parker. So can he do it against Zhang? Well, Zhang, of course, has those two excellent victories over Joe Joyce, which I'm certainly not going to diminish that achievement. I think that's a hell of an achievement. Don't forget, he did it on the road. He came to Britain to do it twice, which was impressive. And yes, you can say, well, okay, that's one guy, but don't forget, there's that controversial loss, controversial in inverted commas. Some people thought Filip Hrgović won. Some people thought Zhang won. Very, very skilled, of course, Zhang, Olympian, but 40 years of age now. So what do we think? I mean, yes, I would make Zhang the favourite against Wilder, but don't forget, Wilder, he does have that pop. Whichever way you slice and dice it. I know a lot of people are saying, yeah, Wilder, he beat a lot of nobodies. And yeah, it's true. His resume is extremely thin. It's dense but thin, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of fights, but not much quality on there. And don't forget, when he fought Luis Ortiz, he was being outboxed, especially in the second fight, and he just found that big punch. But he had hell in the first fight with Ortiz as well. So he always kind of got out of jail with that big wallop. But can he do it against Zhang? Of course, I mentioned that Zhang is 40. Don't forget, Wilder's 38. So there isn't a great deal of difference between them in terms of age. But even if they don't fight each other, and I can see them fighting each other, I think that would be the logical thing. But even if they don't, and they fight sort of, who would they fight? I mean, you could bring in Bacoli, Jared Anderson, maybe. I mean, we've been around the houses regarding possible opponents before. Is this going to be a case of putting them together, or is it going to be a case of, having a fat undercard, lots of names who are not necessarily fighting each other? Don't forget Ajit Kabayel. Surely he'll be invited back, because everyone wants to see him now, following that destruction with Arsenal Makhmudov. Brilliant performance by Kabayel, absolutely brilliant. Joe Parker, he might come back. I mean, why not? I'd have thought Parker versus Wilder, a rematch, would be the one Wilder was calling for, because he wants to right the wrong. I'm not saying it would sell, because it wouldn't, because it was a kind of a tense but not particularly exciting fight. And when you look at it, Parker did very well, but he wasn't doing anything out of the ordinary. I mean, he had great tactics, be very cautious early on, and then edge your way into the fight, start throwing the big overhand right. And he did what he was supposed to do, and he did it very, very well. But I would have thought Wilder would be saying, come on, put me in there. That wasn't me in there. Come on, give me Parker again. I'll show you. I'll knock him out next time, blah, 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 blah. But no. Anyway, who do you think they're going to fight? Don't forget with Zhang, I mean, China, he brings a lot of eyes to any fight, which is why, I mean, apart from the fact he gets offered big money to travel, to do the road warrior thing, Britain, America, and so on. In China, there's a lot of people, and that is a massive nation, and a lot of people want to watch him. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's been put on the card for that reason. But yeah, let's hope it is Zhang versus Wilder. An intriguing fight. And of course, another defeat for Wilder would absolutely finish him. A victory would resurrect his career, put him back where he was. For Zhang, a victory over Wilder, even though Wilder is considered damaged goods after the Parker fight, it would be another name on his resume to add. And he has proven he'll fight anyone. And I really want to see Caballero again. As I know I keep saying this, but Caballero, yeah, I hope he gets invited back as well. But it'll be intriguing to see exactly how they're going to fatten up this card, because it's probably going to be one of these sort of, bonanza type cards. Our friend, Turkey Milkshake, Al Sheikh, Turkey Al Sheikh. Oh, His Excellency. You've got to say His Excellency whenever you say the name, because he's got a lot of money, you see, His Excellency. Yeah, he's probably going to put his hands in his pockets, isn't he, and start chucking the money around. But a big bonanza, yeah, let's hope so. Tell me what you think. Let me know. Excuse me. Comments below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Please do. Hit the like button as well. I'm looking forward to reading your comments, and thanks for your time as always, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.